Okay, so I am wrapping my box for whatnot. So the customer purchased some Christmas ornaments. So I have these little bags that I'm putting all the ornaments in. I'm gonna put each ornament in its separate little box, or bag rather. Put it in the little bag. Make sure everything is closed down. So I thought about it and I thought, you know, sometimes there are new people who are being introduced to this platform and they don't know how to, you know, wrap stuff. I was like, oh, this would be a good little tutorial on how to wrap your items. So I am wrapping each item. She bought all of these little items. I'm putting all the little Santas in. Now this one, he's a little, he's a little big. So I'm just gonna close it down this way. So it's still open a little bit, but it's still individual in its own bag. Put the little tree in. Hopefully it can fit. I might even get a bigger bag for these. Is she gonna fit? Is she gonna fit without tearing the bag? Nope, that one's not gonna fit. Okay, let's see if another one will fit. Will this one fit? Maybe. Okay, yeah, I can get her. Whoop, nope, tore up. Okay, too big. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I do have some bigger ones. So I'm gonna put this tree in here. Now, you know, I think maybe you don't have these kind of bags. I already have these bags because I sell on eBay. I haven't sold on eBay in a while, but I do have a seller account for eBay. So I already had these bags. You could even just use Ziploc bags from the Dollar Tree. But putting them in individual bags is always better than, you know, just throwing them in the box or so that they touch. You could also just wrap each one individually in a in wrapping paper, but I'm gonna do both. Okay, I am going to do both. I'm gonna put each one in an individual container, and then I'm gonna wrap it with wrapping paper. Okay, now these I'm not gonna wrap in a little Teflon bag because they're already in a container. So I'm gonna start with those. I'm gonna put these over here. I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna start wrapping like this. Wrap it. I'm gonna wrap this one, right? Now this paper that I have, this is just paper from different purchases that I've made. I try to keep all of my items, all of my wrappings from items, especially if it's good. If it's good paper, then I will try to keep it and reuse it. So just do this, and so that's ready to go in there, okay? And then my goal is to get all of these boxes inside this box. All of these items, I mean, inside this box. One. And I'm just rolling. So this woman that purchased from me, she just bought a new house, and she is buying all type of antique ornaments for her Christmas tree this year. What I'm doing is I'm putting the biggest ones in first, so I can fit everything in. And I have some flat ones, flat ornaments, but I want to try to get the other ones in. Okay, and this. So I am just wrapping, and I'm going to go ahead and take her item to drop it off, although the post office is closed today. I might wait until in the morning. Now these two are flat, so there are 8 plus 3, so there's 11 ornaments in here. Okay, and then my Santa. Okay. And then this is the flat Santa. So this one. Okay, put that in. Now, okay, so boom, everything is in, and then I'm gonna put it in this box. I just had this box. I actually had this box I bought this box and I paid one price for all the Christmas ornaments that were inside this box. So I thought, oh wow, what a cute treat for her to give her this box. Now, I am gonna find a box for this box because I don't want this box to get ruined. I would not send it like this. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna shut this down so I can find a box. Okay, and I'm back. So I found a box that I'm gonna put this box in. Now this is just, I mean, it's an ABU already been used. It's an ABU box, right? Prime, all of that, right? And then I found some of this paper also that was just sitting around. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this box and I'm gonna slide her inside, right? And then I am going to take this paper and I'm going to, see the little perforated edges? Okay. So I am going to tear this. I'm going to twist it. I'll put some on the back. I'm going to twist it back. I'll put some on the front. Okay. Because what I have found is you don't want the item inside the box shaking around. You want it to be nice and braced on the inside, okay? So I'm just stuffing it around the side, getting it all stuffed in real good, okay? So it looks like this. You see how it's braced on all sides? Okay, so I'm gonna put some more right on top. So that is tight, okay? Some more. And I don't think I have any more of that color paper. So, so what I'm gonna do is, do I have a bag? have paper bag. So I'm gonna take this paper bag, just gonna open it up. I like to use compostable goods. And I have this bag. So when I go to the grocery store, I don't get paper bags. I don't get plastic bags. I get the paper bags. So I'm just gonna tear this. Okay. I'm gonna twist this. Put this on top. Okay. Put it on top. Then I'll close it. Close. Close. Okay. Now these are good and tight. Now I gotta find the end. Okay, oh, that wasn't too bad. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this. Gotta squeeze and pull. Take it all the way around. Now, listen, the worst thing to do is to sell something to somebody and it gets to them and it's broken because of the way that you wrapped it. So hopefully this will help someone wrap things better. Okay. Now there's that. Okay. Now I am going to wrap this box because I don't like sending my boxes out. I call this naked. I don't like to send them out naked, honey. Naked. 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 N-E-C-K-I-D. Naked. Or T. N-E-C-K-I-T. Naked. I don't like to send them out naked. So I like to wrap them. And this is just contractor's paper that they use this to put on the floor. I get it from Home Depot. The whole bit of it, rounder, what is this, roll, the whole roll is, I believe it's like $12. So I use this for double duty. I'm an esthetician by trade, so I use this for waxing because it's sturdy and it's just easy to throw away. And then I also use it to wrap things with. Okay, I have my tape over here, so I'm just going to I'm going to turn it towards you just a second after I cut it. So I'm just putting the tape on this side. And that's down. And then I need to turn this and cut it. I want one of those paper hangers to put on this wall right here, since this is my actual wrapping station. Okay, here's that. Okay, so you see that? So that's how I have that. I put the tape right there. So the tape is down there, and then I will flip it up, and it's come together. Okay. So now I'm just gonna cut a couple of strips of, I'll turn you around this way. I'm just cutting, I'm in my closet. I'm just cutting strips of the tape here. Because this tape, oh my God, it always wants to stick to something. So it'll stick to itself and everything. Okay, so secret. This is so this is an experiment. I purchased this tape from the Dollar Tree. It was $1.25, and it works better than, I'm not gonna say the name, this tape. It works better than this tape. This is so sticky. It's just a random, it's thin, but it's sticky. And I like the way that it sticks to the packages, especially to my brown paper, since I like brown paper. And so I'm just gonna sit it right there. So, whoop, so it might roll down, but I'm gonna sit it right there. Oh, the last time I put it over here. Let me put it here where it has like a little stop. So I'll put it here, it has a little stop, okay? So now, let me turn you back around this way. So now we're gonna finish wrapping this, okay? So I have my tape, and I'm just gonna take this and pull. Pull this here. Now, you know what? I know this may be challenging because everybody doesn't know how to wrap a gift, but this part doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, I'm gonna cut a little bit of this paper off. And so when you cut, you could cut a little bit of the paper off, and you can still use this inside when you wrap other items. You can use this to fill the box with, so things won't move around, or you can use it to actually wrap items. But this is me. I just want you to see that it's not like, I don't have this perfectly perfect way to cut and wrap, and I'm left-handed, honey, so you know I have challenges, but I do the best I can, right? But I just would hate to sell somebody an item, whether it's $3 or $2,300, and they get the item and the item is broken. So, right, so I cut that off. So now you can do it this way and this way, right? And then this way. Oh boy, look at that. I cut it too short. Oh no. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna cut. I love that this is happening because you can actually see how I use it. And for me, it just needs to be the same color on the outside. So I'm gonna take a little piece of paper and I'm gonna put it in there. And we're gonna close it, and close this here, right? Okay, just gonna hold it here. I have my tape, right? And I am going to, put it here. Pull it up. I'm just gonna go ahead and close it and have it meet with this other side. Okay? All right. And then this other side, I think we're gonna be good on this side. Okay. Bring that down. We're going to bring her up. Okay. Just got to grab. Okay. Now you could use a smaller piece just to close it, but I'm getting ready to show you. Okay, right. So now I don't want all these sides to catch in the machine. So what I like to do is, I like to do this. I like to go around on the end. Okay. Now listen, yes, you can do a plain old postage, you know, you can do your postage, your first class envelope, honey, and be done with it, because all the postage is paid. But if you ever don't have an envelope, you can refer to this video, and you can see how you can survive and wrap this box. Okay. And then I'm going to do the other side the same way. And I like to pull it nice and tight. Now listen, honey, I had my order, and I like to get everything wrapped the same day, if not the next morning. But since I had a light show, I just decided to go ahead and wrap this now and get it done. Okay. And then I like to fold the end of the tape so I can find it again, right? All right. So that's all done. I'm gonna get my tag. Okay. I have my tag all printed out. And so this is it. This is the back, the box. Yeah, the box. It's all done. Let me tell you, I was really surprised about this tape. This tape from the Dollar Tree. I mean, it's the only clear tape that they have. I said, let me just buy, because they have packing supplies there. I bought some bubble wrap, and I was gonna buy like 4 rolls of that tape. And I said, nah, I don't wanna do that. The other brand of tape that I showed you that doesn't work that well, I bought a 3-pack of that for $8, and I don't like it. I actually prefer brown paper tape, but we're using this tape. It sticks really good. The other tape does not stick to this brown paper. It may do fine for some other stuff, but it does not stick to the brown paper. I like that this sticks to the brown paper, and it's a little thinner, so, you know, very interesting. Okay, there it is, and I'm all done, and she is wrapped and ready to go out. Boop. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you got a couple of tips. Maybe you won't do every single thing, and that's okay, but at least you have, you know, options of things that you can do when you don't have your first class or priority boxes and you're trying to, you know, make something work at home. But the nicest thing is to, well, one of the key takeaways is to wrap each item individually, especially if they're small items. You don't have to do the double, triple wrap thing that I did, but if you have some tissue paper or you have paper bags or Ziploc bags, put each one in a Ziploc bag. But every layer of paper gives it another layer of protection. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and happy selling.